Welcome back to Green Bee Explorer. Today I'm going to tell you how I went about caring for monarch butterflies. It all started with one of my girlfriends. I was visiting her garden and she explained to me, "Hey, by the way, do you want to see my milkweeds?" And I'm like, "Milkweeds? What are those?" Here's where one is already turned into a chrysalis, or sometimes people call them a cocoon. And from that moment, I was hooked. I asked her, "How do I go about this? How can I raise butterflies?" And here's that story. I have a monarch. Oh my gosh, my first monarch. It's eating. Maybe it's laying eggs too. I haven't seen them yet. It's the middle of July. Usually, well, maybe I see them about this time, but it's been a lot warmer. I'm so excited to see you. Oh, you are so pretty. I'm glad you like what I planted. I just planted this. Hopefully you laid some eggs too. Please, please, please. Oh, you are laying, you're laying eggs. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna wait till she goes away and I'm gonna check that leaf right now. Wait, she's back? She's eating again? Oh, I'm so glad you can eat off that. I made sure to plant a big variety of milkweeds, so hopefully you're getting your nourishment and your babies will get nourishment too. But I had to inspect that leaf now. She's just resting on my... Oh, she keeps moving, darn it. You know, she's just finding spots to rest, but this was my daylily that she was resting on. The monarch's going after my other milkweed, my orange one. Oh, I hope you're laying eggs on all of them. That would be fantastic. This is my orange swamp milkweed. I'm trying to keep my distance. I zoomed my camera in, not to scare her. I think she's laying. Zoom in. Oh yeah, she's tucked in. There she is over here. Oh, I moved too much. Gosh. And there it is. There's the little monarch egg right there. It's so exciting. Let me give you one more view of it. I can't even begin to explain how much excitement this gives me. Monarchs are still in the endangered species, and I've been working really hard in my garden to give them an opportunity to survive. I live in Michigan. We're a zone 5, 6, depending on how the season goes, and the monarchs are kind of our last stop. We're their last stop, essentially. And being able to give them a place to eat, rest, and to even lay their eggs is my absolute goal, and I feel like I have achieved my goal just by at least getting one monarch egg. I'm going to monitor this egg heavily, make sure it does well. So for my first year, I'll let it go natural, and hopefully it survives. It started with one monarch visiting my garden, and then dozens and dozens started to visit throughout the weeks. I first let the monarchs survive in nature. Unfortunately, that didn't work. So then I started raising them myself.
And he did not resurface. I don't mind those edge of deck growls and the little purple. That's my children.
The biggest secret to me attracting monarch butterflies and other butterflies is I had a variety of milkweeds. The only milkweed I really didn't carry was the common milkweed, but all the other ones I had in my garden. The big thing I also put out was big plants that would attract pollinators. Some of the big ones are coneflowers, zinnias. Those were my top. But anything you research that attracts pollinators, especially butterflies, you better your chances of attracting monarchs that will lay eggs on your milkweeds. Welcome back. I wanted to give you some updates on the progress of my monarch butterflies. You can see the big guy right here, I call him Nibbler. He has been just finishing off that last leaf. It was about this size. You can see the leaf was huge, and he ate the whole thing down to that little bite. On to my next set of monarch butterfly, or should I say caterpillars. These guys have doubled in size. They've also doubled the amount of mess that they're making, but they're doing fantastic. Really healthy, and they're just going at it. You can see just nibbling. I'm outside with them right now trying to give them as much exposure to the elements as possible. The reason I don't leave them outside all day is there's always a chance of rain in Michigan. If it rains, it could clog up their little breathing holes and then they could suffocate, and that would not be good. Alright, I'm going to move these guys over. Let me show you my next one. There's 3 more here. Oh, looks like I'm missing one. One of them's hiding. One of them's eating the flower right there. One of them is going after the leaves. So the other one must be hiding under the leaves as they eat, which is fine. Every day, and now I have one more thing to show you, so hang on, but every day I come out and give them brand new leaves. I make sure to bring them inside the house. I rinse them off really quick. There's always a chance that other animals could have brushed against the leaves, transferring disease or even pesticides from people's lawns, fertilizers, all that kind of stuff. I try and avoid that as much as possible because that will kill monarchs. And then I dry them off quickly and then give them to my babies right here. So let me push these guys back and I'm going to show you the fun surprise. I had a few more that I collected, and you're saying, okay, yeah, congratulations on the leaves. They're not leaves. They just hatched. Now, when I first got a photo of these guys, they were kind of just pale, no color. Now they're starting to develop a little bit more color to themselves. I'm going to show you each one individually. We have the little guy right there, and you can see where his egg was. There's just kind of like a footprint there. Now look at this one. This one was one of the last ones to hatch, and it's actually eating the shell or the remaining remnants of its egg, and that's how they get some of their nutrients. Uh-oh, I'm already missing one. You can see there was one right there. There's a little bit of shell left over, but it's completely gone. I have no idea where it went, but I'm gonna have to keep feeding them fresh leaves so they stay healthy. Here's one that hasn't hatched yet. Trying to zoom in as much as possible, but my camera only has can go so far. Here we go. Here's another one nibbling on the rest of its shell. This one here hasn't hatched either. This one I brought in yesterday, but I would say it's either going to be tonight or one day away from hatching. Over here, here's another one. I picked this one up just last night, so it probably needs a day or so. Now there is one inside that flower. Here's another one that just hatched. Oh, my camera doesn't want to focus there. Let me go back out, get it to focus. Let's try this again. Go in. Nope. Here. I'm just trying to get the focus again. There we go. I'm going to zoom in. And then you can see right there. Oh, my camera's being funky. I'm trying to show you. There we go. Oh, it just keeps going out. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. You can see it. Actually, this is a really good capture of it eating the rest of the remaining egg. So coming back out, and let's see if I can find the little guy inside here. Looks like he may have moved. I'm saying he, it could be a she. Oh, it definitely moved somewhere. It's hiding in that flower, which is a very good idea to protect it from nature. But definitely follow. I'll give you more progress as these guys develop, and you know this next step for this guy. And as I make these videos, I'm going to slowly talk about how you take care of these Monarch caterpillars, how I'm able to find them. I'll just give you, information along the way as we go. I hope you enjoy. Keep following along, because I am going to show you beginning to end of raising monarchs and some fun opportunities along the way. This is the start of their transformation, one of my favorite parts. I have a few of these I want to show you, so definitely don't miss this. It's an exciting opportunity. You can spend hours trying to monitor them, keep an eye on them, and capture that probably 2 to 5 minutes of actual transformation. Instead, I recorded it as a time lapse so I could capture more at once. But as you can see, even as hard as I tried, I still missed 3 of them in a row before I got these last 2. Unfortunately, one of the first monarchs that I raised accidentally fell and she couldn't pick herself back up, so she literally had a bent wing. So I named my first monarch butterfly Bent Wing. 2 of my monarchs are getting very close to hatching. You can see the dark one on the right hand side in that little corner. If you look closely, you can see some of the outline of the monarch's wing, the orange and the black. And looking down here, you can see it. Their chrysalises are really, really pretty, almost with like a gold trim. I doubt it's actual gold, but absolutely beautiful. But with the right lighting, you can see the dots, the stripes, and the orange. Looking forward to seeing them open up. They will stay in here for about a day to dry off, and then I will release them to my garden where I have plenty of good perennials and annuals that they can feast on. I'm about to release these guys. Can't tell if they're male or female yet. I'm not sure if that develops later. If I were to guess, I would say female because they don't have the dot, but they're doing fantastic. And I have zinnias right here. I will set them on and let them rest and dry out their wings a little bit more. What do you think about it, puppers? She's interested, but I won't let her see them. And within seconds, oh, there he goes. Goodbye, buddy. Have a good trip. One of my monarchs just hatched. You can see that her wings are still very soft looking. But she's just trying to dry them out at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's a she. No, baby, you can't have this. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. I know, you're so curious. Yes, you're a good girl. No, 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 don't touch. 4 more have hatched, and I have about 4 more to go. Everyone's wings are looking really good. This one's a big one, but they're all varying in size. It looks like, goodness, maybe that one's a male, has that slight dot. But the rest of them look female to me. That's exciting. It just means it'll help produce more for later. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick these guys up and place them outside on my zinnia. One just flew out the door. If you can see it up there, flying, there it goes. Good thing I left the door open because it would have been flying all over my house. But these 3 are still hanging around. They're doing pretty good. You can see they're still drying out, which is fine. But I have my zinnia plant right here. I'm going to place them on that, and I'll give them some time to rest, dry their wings, and then they will fly off on their journey. I'm going to have to turn my camera off to handle these delicately so I don't hurt their wings. Ow! Are you guys biting me? It took me a second, but I got 3 out of the 4 on here. One of them just quickly flew away. The wings were dry and went straight into the sky, so that means it's healthy, it's good. These 3 are just drying out, and I gave them a zinnia because they love eating zinnias, the pollen off of them. So let them enjoy that, and then they will slowly dry their wings out and fly off themselves. And what they've been doing is they'll fly off for a sec and come down immediately to my garden down here and start eating down there with the milkweeds I have down there, the zinnias, and some other, oh, there's one right there, actually on my rose. Let me show you really quick. I'm gonna come down It's right there on my knockout rose. Oh, and it just flew away. There it goes. And within minutes, another monarch just hatched. I have my 1, 2, and 3 sitting here. This is my 4th one. I literally walked away for a second and she came out of her cocoon or chrysalis. I'm gonna put her on the zinnia, him or her, I don't know yet, and let her wings come out and dry. After a few hours, their wings have dried out, especially this one. I showed you that one earlier. And it's starting to, the sun's going down, it's starting to get dark. I doubt they will try flying away, or they will fly to something very close like a tree. They will most likely hang out here for the night. They have food and it's a little bit of shelter. And then tomorrow morning, after the dew, they will start flying away and heading south. This is all 4 of them in the morning. They are still drying out their wings now that there is a morning dew. Once it warms up a little bit, about 80 degrees today, they will start flying away, searching for some food. Well, this is their first food pit stop, and then continuing on their journey. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 more here that are about to hatch, and then 3 more nets or containers, what do you want to call these, of more monarchs. It's the middle of August and I still have 3 more sets of monarchs in these containers. So I'll let you count. How many do you see? 1, 2, 3. Do you see more than that? And then in this one, look closely. And then over here is 1 more set. And these are more of the babies. A lot of the babies are in this one. And then the bigger ones are in the other 2. One of the things I love about raising monarchs is seeing other people's reactions to them, from them being caterpillars all the way to them turning into their butterflies.
I got a video.
Look at how cute! Oh my god, I'm like...
I got a video.